Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. So, folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you've probably noticed that the NFC East, a division known for its fierce rivalries and unpredictable outcomes, might just be gearing up for a seismic shift. And the team at the center of this potential upheaval, that's right, the Washington Commanders. Now I know what many of you are thinking. What's happening exactly? Well, there are some intriguing rumors swirling around that could have a profound impact not only on the division but on the entire playoff picture. And trust me, this isn't just your typical trade rumor. This could be a game changer, a move that elevates Washington's defense, especially their pass rush, to a whole new level. Let's dive into what's been circulating. The New York Jets, currently sitting at 3-4, have a front overburdened with issues. They've been allowing a staggering 25 points per game, which frankly isn't acceptable for a team with playoff aspirations. Their defense has been underperforming, and one of the key areas where they've struggled is on the edge rush. Now, despite their cap space, around $14 million, they've been prioritizing other areas, like rebuilding their offensive line and focusing on their quarterback situation. But here's where it gets interesting. There's talk that the Jets are negotiating a trade involving Jermaine Johnson, a talented young edge rusher, for a 2026 fourth-round pick. And this is where the plot thickens. These rumors suggest that Washington could be eyeing Johnson as a perfect fit to bolster their pass rush. Now, why would Washington be interested in Johnson? Well, for starters, Johnson is just 25 years old, still very much in the early stages of his career, and he's shown flashes of explosive talent that could really shine in a system like Washington's. Last season, Johnson tallied 5 sacks, 25 pressures, and 12 quarterback hits, all while demonstrating the ability to win pass rush battles with a pass rush win rate of 18%, which is quite respectable. His PFF grade hovers around 82.7, indicating solid performance, and he's capable of creating pressure, disrupting plays, and opening opportunities for teammates. Plus, he's a raw talent with a first-round explosion, and he's shown growth in schemes that require athletic versatility, much like what we see from players like Hassan Reddick. His athletic score, a RAS of 9.8, places him among the top in his draft class, and it's clear he has the upside to double-digit sacks if given the right environment. What makes Johnson particularly appealing for Washington? Well, for starters, he would infuse youth and athleticism into their defensive front, which is a crucial element considering the NFC East's emphasis on physicality and pressure. Currently, Washington's pass rush has been somewhat inconsistent, averaging around 7 sacks per game, and while players like Chase Young and Montez Sweat have shown flashes of brilliance, adding someone like Johnson could elevate the entire rotation. His projected impact on pressure rates is significant, an increase of around 20% in quarterback hits, which would push Washington's total from 14% up to roughly 34%. That kind of pressure can change the game, force turnovers, and create scoring opportunities. And speaking of synergy, Johnson's chemistry with the interior linemen and linebackers could be a game changer, especially when combined with Washington's existing defensive scheme. Now, let's talk about the strategic fit. The Commanders have been trying to build a more aggressive defense, one that can consistently pressure the quarterback and capitalize on mistakes. Johnson's ability to contribute on third downs, where he's projected to increase pressure by 17%, makes him an even more valuable asset. His history of generating pressures and hits, combined with his run-stopping ability, grading around 80.5 in run defense, makes him a versatile player who can contribute in multiple phases of the game. And interestingly, his impact isn't just limited to raw stats. His presence on the field has been linked to a reduction in sacks allowed indirectly, by filling gaps and containing outside runs, which helps stabilize the entire front. Now, if this trade were to happen, it would have a tangible effect on Washington's chances of reaching the Super Bowl. According to recent analytics, adding Johnson could bump their Super Bowl odds from around +5.0 to approximately +2.400. That's a huge jump, especially considering how competitive the NFC is this year. With Johnson in the fold, Washington's defense would become much more dynamic, especially in the pass rush department. It's not just about individual stats, it's about how the team functions as a whole. His addition would make Washington's front more unpredictable for opponents and could be the key to unlocking more wins, especially against divisional rivals like Dallas and Philadelphia. And let's not forget the long-term implications. This move could also free up cap space, about $5 million, that Washington could use for extensions or to improve other positions. It signals a clear intent to push for higher playoff seeding and maybe even a deep run in the postseason. The NFC East has been fiercely competitive, and while teams like Philadelphia and Dallas have their strengths, adding a player like Johnson could tip the balance in Washington's favor. It's about creating a front that's not just good but dominant, capable of applying relentless pressure and forcing turnovers when it matters most. From a broader perspective, this potential trade also illustrates the shifting landscape of NFL team-building strategies. Teams are increasingly valuing young, athletic pass rushers who can grow within their schemes and contribute immediately. Johnson fits that mold perfectly. His potential to reach double-digit sacks isn't just a projection. It's a realistic outcome if he lands in the right environment. The NFL has seen a trend where pressure on the quarterback correlates strongly with winning games, and Washington seems to be making a calculated move to capitalize on that trend. Of course, we have to keep in mind that these are rumors and speculations based on current reports and analysis. Nothing is official yet, and the NFL trade deadline is always a dynamic event. But what's clear is that the Commanders are positioning themselves as serious contenders in this race, not just with their on-field performances, but also with strategic moves like this potential Johnson trade. It's a bold statement, a signal that they're willing to invest in their future and push for that elusive Super Bowl appearance. This move would also reinforce the idea that Washington is no longer content with just being a middling team. They want to be a force, a team that can impose its will on opponents and make a deep playoff run. Johnson's addition would be a statement move, a sign that they're all in on competing at the highest level and that they believe their window is open now. It's about maximizing their talent and making sure they're not left behind in a division that's only getting tougher each year. The NFC East is a battleground, and Washington is clearly aiming to rise above the noise. So, what do you think about all of this? Would Johnson be the perfect piece to unlock Washington's full potential? Do you believe this trade could be the spark that ignites a Super Bowl push? Or do you see some risks involved? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below and let's keep the conversation going. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, rumors, and deep dives into everything Washington Commanders. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.